What's up, guys? Give me another sweep. Give me another sweep of those. Oh, yes. I like that one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Two Honks podcast, where if honks were horses, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. My name is Joe Little. Sitting across from me this evening, as always, is Lamar Costin. How are we this evening, Lamar?
I'm feeling pretty good. Doing pretty good here.
Feeling pretty good.
I don't know if we want to go into this, but we just discovered a corridor of heat.
A corridor of heat
in your house that you
a corduroy coordinated corridor.
As I wore my corduroys, I walked past the corridor of heat. I put a quarter in the slot, and there was a cacophony of heat blasting towards me, into my face and through my nasal openings.
Well, it's a perfect recipe for heat.
Right.
Because in this room, just beyond this room, I know that you, the listener, think of this room as the only room.
It's the only room that really matters.
The only room that matters in this house, anyway. But on the entranceway to this room, there's a TV on this wall out here. And in the ceiling is a heating vent that somehow blows hot air downwards. Because doesn't hot air always rise?
I think it depends if you believe in free will.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't want to, but
the TV sits there's about this much space between the TV and the wall.
Yeah,
and the heat just goes straight down that corridor. It's a cacophony of heat in the corridor, in the corduroy corridor.
It goes whipping, wassailing through.
Yeah,
whips and wassels its way through the corridor.
It's a whipping and wassailing. Yeah.
It is. It was a pleasant thing to have hit me in the face as we prepare for the show here. This is episode 41.
41
of the Two Honks podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to every single episode we've ever put out, because this is for you.
Yeah.
We want you to know that we're doing this for you, and we will continue to do this until we're dead.
It's all about you.
Until we die.
It's not about me at all.
Yeah.
And this is our last episode before Christmas, and it's also our last episode before Lamar Costin's birthday.
That's right.
It's a big one coming up, too.
Yeah, it's it's getting up there.
You got a milestone birthday coming.
It's I think what they call it is over the hill.
Yeah.
Is what I'm about to be cruising over, which I think means it's going to be less pedaling from here on out.
Yeah. It's a nice...
Just kind of sweep down into death's door.
Yeah,
is kind of the idea. That
hope you have a tailwind too. A nice little breeze, just
that would be nice,
blowing you downhill.
Yeah.
Everybody, why do we have to look at over the hill as a negative thing? You know, I feel like if anything, going up the hill is a negative thing.
I mean, the first 40 years of my life were no cakewalk.
Yeah.
So I would like to say, if things are going to get super easy now, I would welcome that.
Yeah.
Like if it's like, hey, this is going to be super easy, just like kick back, put my legs up, and just chill. That's fine with me.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Just go careening, and as you careen down the hill, I think gravity kind of takes hold and kind of pulls all of your skin, right, and your organs, and
your skin does go downward.
Pulls it down and out, and and just delivers you straight into the graveyard at the end of it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's kind of like, I feel like by the end of it, you're like a crisp $5 bill just going right into a vending machine or a quarter machine at an arcade.
Okay.
Yeah. The arcade of heaven.
That's what awaits each of us.
Yeah. You're just a crisp $5 bill for the quarter machine in the arcade in heaven.
Well, that sounds fun. I mean, Hopefully it's not too loud because I don't like loud things.
Yeah, I don't like loud noises.
Or bright lights.
It's very triggering.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm having a seizure all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of bright lights, it's almost Christmas time.
Yeah.
And Christmas is a very special time of year.
Right.
For everyone. But here's the thing about Christmas. Is it really special?
Is it though?
Is it special, or do we feel like it's special because we're saying? Are we all just trying to convince ourselves of something that's special that's not really special?
Well, I mean, here's my thought. There's obviously like the religious aspect of Christmas, which I think is much over. But I think people are mostly excited because this time of year we traditionally get time off from our jobs.
Yeah.
And that's probably the only reason. That and alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
Are the only reasons people get excited.
Well, and now that we don't have drugs and alcohol, it's like, what do we do for Christmas? What's exciting about it?
And how do you tolerate being around your family without the aid of alcohol?
Yeah. Especially if your family is, the ones that are drinking all the alcohol.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to have fun with them?
If your family's a train wreck of alcohol and addiction, and you're sober, how do you fit that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, I hope they have fun.
Yeah.
I hope they enjoy it.
I hope they like whatever Santa brings them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Probably a big old bottle of Courvoisier.
So that's why, because we just came from an AA meeting.
We should, with full transparency, we just came straight from AA.
Yeah, so it's fresh on the mind.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why they have the marathon AA meetings on holidays, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
I thought so they're not running a marathon.
They're not running a marathon.
I was thinking wait a minute, they were going to be up until midnight on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then he said 6 a.m. they're starting again. I was like, so wait, you're going to have a meeting until midnight and then you're going to get up at 6 a.m. and run a marathon? Yeah.
That would be crazy.
I was trying to figure that out. Okay, so I was misinterpreting the wording there.
Yeah, I did not prep for this marathon the right way. I was at an AA meeting until
midnight.
Midnight.
Just stuffing cupcakes into your face.
Just eating cupcakes.
And drinking decaf.
I got hardly any sleep, and now I got to go run 26.2 miles.
You got a bit of a bellyache on all the coffee and cupcakes, guys.
Want something that's going to keep you off the booze, though? How about a marathon after your 4-hour AA meeting? There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Start running.
Yep, start running. So if you're out there and you don't like your family and they're all going to get drunk on Christmas and you want to try and stay sober, run a marathon.
Go run a marathon every hour.
I think it's something that most people can do. You would be surprised about what your body is capable of.
Right.
You would be surprised.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Yeah. The other day I rode my bike 33 miles, but I was right where you are the entire time.
Okay.
I was just right there.
So you're butterfly in the sky is what you're saying.
Yeah, I went 33 miles and I did not go anywhere.
Right.
At all. It was great.
So in essence, you achieved nothing by going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's good. And that's a good thing. Just to clear that up.
I mean, aren't we all? Isn't that just kind of like a metaphor for life? Think about running on a treadmill.
Or like a hamster in a wheel, right? Is that kind of what we are?
We kind of are.
Yeah.
Aren't we just dust in the wind? All we are is dust in the wind.
Right. Cosmic dust, though, right?
Cosmic dust.
Stardust.
Stardust.
Is that what David Bowie said that?
Yeah.
Did he say that?
So.
We're star people.
I think a lot of people said that. I think we're made of star stuff.
Do you think that humans actually came from another planet? Like before you look at ancient civilizations and like the pyramids or whatever. It's like, were we actually aliens from another planet that colonized Earth? Does that make more sense than like evolution or whatever?
I think that maybe, yeah.
Like maybe like monkeys or whatever, like.
Well, there's also the theory.
Became, evolved, but maybe like humans came here with ancient technology from other planets.
Well, I mean, there's also the theory that aliens are just us in the future.
Oh, okay.
Because they have giant minds and like really small bodies and
really frail arms. Like they don't really lift much, do they?
Yeah, but they have very powerful minds.
Yeah.
But
But then you need a strong neck to lift that kind of when you got that kind of a melon on top.
Yeah.
You need to do some neck work, right?
I mean, anatomically, it doesn't really make sense, right?
Doesn't make a lot of sense that they'd have such skinny arms and legs.
Yeah. How are you supposed to conquer the universe?
Right.
If your body's like that?
Does it hurt to do like a pull-up once in a while or like, curl something?
Hey, aliens, how about we let's get with it at the gym.
I don't even want to talk about leg day because it's obviously not happening.
Yeah, it's not.
Those toothpicks are barely going to hold up your body, let alone that gigantic melon on top.
Like everybody's worried about the aliens invading us, and I'm like, what are we worried about? Why would we worry?
I think with a soft breeze, they'd probably just get carried away.
Like if I
they'd
see
fall
an alien,
over, it's like
if I see an alien, I'm just gonna go, and he's gonna just.
It's like a sack of flour on a toothpick. It would just just gravity's gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
I
mean, they're not used to gravity. They're in space all the time.
Right. Right. That's the other part of it too.
Yeah. Do you think aliens celebrate Christmas? Has anybody ever been abducted on Christmas? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you think aliens have AA? Do you think they have an alcohol problem in outer space?
Maybe. I think their minds are too powerful. Like, if they want to experience something alternate, they don't need some kind of like substance to be able to get there.
Okay.
They just think about it and then they're there.
Right.
Or
maybe they don't have really annoying family members that would drive them to alcohol abuse.
Maybe they're all just very uniform and smart, Like maybe they're like ants. They just work for the greater good and that's it.
Right.
Nobody has their individual ambition,
That's probably true. They're probably a little bit more group oriented.
So if they do celebrate Christmas, they celebrate it as a whole.
Yeah. You don't see them. It's not individual freedom isn't really an important thing for them.
Yeah. Like everybody gets the same thing for Christmas, and that's each other's company.
You don't see them walking around with like Gucci bags and like, look at how much money. Like I have a gold chain.
Yeah.
Like that's not something that aliens do.
And those big sunglasses.
Right.
Are big sunglasses a thing? Remember like
the big bug
15 years ago, it was big
Paris Hilton.
It was the thing.
That's what they did.
Everybody was doing this. They were all walking around like this.
Doesn't that make you look like an alien kind of?
I mean, kind of, a little bit.
They've got those gigantic eyes.
Well, it's not real. I don't notice the people doing that thing anymore. Do they still do that?
I don't think that's in anymore.
It's not a...
Yeah. The big glasses are not a thing anymore. Yeah. I think really small glasses now are in.
Yeah.
Invisible
glasses?
Yeah.
Like the ones that go on your eyeball?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't even tell they're there.
Those ones. If you look real close, you can see them.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what's hip anymore.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Nobody's looking that close at your eyeball.
I'm over the hill. So
yeah.
I'm pretty much, I've slid into irrelevance many years ago.
Yeah.
But now I'm just careening into obscurity.
Do you think our listener base is enjoying us, our oldness?
I think that, yeah.
Our 30s and now almost 40s-ness.
I think they're really appreciating the wisdom that we can offer.
Yeah. We've lived a lot of life.
We have really done it, and we've partied a lot. So we kind of know our way around. So
since it's Christmas time, Christmas is coming up, and Christmas for you has always been mixed with your birthday.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory of Christmas?
Well, it's ironic we were talking about aliens, but I think it was like my 16th birthday. Christmas is always like, we already have time off school, so I never got to see my friends. Yeah. Whatever. I was kind of bummed out because I was 16. I was like, this is a big deal. I'm getting a driver's license or whatever. But anyways, we were hanging out and just with my family, and suddenly there was like a bright light in the backyard. Yeah. And I went out there. My parents were like, whatever, who cares? And I was just like, well, something's going on. I went out there and I met a really tall alien figure. Wow. There was no spaceship, though. It was really strange. Just a bright light and this like Like same with the way we're describing with a big old bean head
Yeah.
kind of figure.
Skinny body.
Super tall, like probably like 11 feet.
Wow.
And his name was Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super friendly.
Of all names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "What's up, man?" He was like, he kind of had like a surfer vibe.
All right.
I was like, "This guy seems pretty cool. Like, what's going on?" And he handed me a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Nice.
It's kind of cool.
So you got a pack of cigarettes for Christmas from an alien?
Yeah, and I like started smoking them right then.
Yeah.
And I went inside and I was like smoking my cigarettes. My parents were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't allow that in this household. And I was like, "Jeff said it was cool."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, okay."
Wow.
They were like, "Fine."
So they knew Jeff.
So yeah, then I kept smoking every day in the house.
Did you ask him about it the next day? Did they still know Jeff the next day?
Yeah.
Do you think Jeff like knew? Do you think he's like got power over human minds?
I mean, he must have done something to let me get away with that.
Sign off on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
That sounds intense, man.
It was kind of cool, and I honestly had forgotten about it until you brought that up.
Wow. Wow.
Well, yeah. Thanks, Jeff, if you're out there.
That's crazy.
Those cigs were soup's delish.
That's crazy. Well, okay, so my favorite memory of Christmas.
Yeah.
It was Christmas. It was Christmas 2014,
Okay.
and this is when I was living in a house with roommates down in southeast Portland.
Yeah.
You remember that house? We had the Durgatory down in the
Yeah,
basement.
I remember that house.
Yeah, it was a good one. Durgatory was a practice space for music, if you guys are unfamiliar.
It was a house in disarray, but that's how it should be.
But that's what it's supposed to be.
It's a music house. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? But anyway, I was there, and that year I was too broke to go home for Christmas. Couldn't go see my family in Reno. So I was there, and all of my roommates were gone. So I decided Christmas morning to go to Walgreens. I got a bunch of bacon.
Okay.
And then I killed a squirrel and ate my dog.
Okay.
And it was really fun.
With the bacon, or was that?
Well, with the bacon was like a side dish.
Oh, okay.
And the squirrel just killed it just because. And then I ate my dog because it looked good.
Oh, you just like bit right in?
Bit right in.
Huh.
Just give him a little quick cooking.
I forgot about that dog.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice meaty haunches.
Yeah.
Can't remember her name anymore.
Just kind of disappeared that way.
Yeah, kind of just disappeared. And nobody asked me any questions. That was the weirdest part.
Yeah.
So what I figured out that Christmas is that if you're alone on Christmas, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you're with or what you're doing. If you're alone,
right.
It doesn't matter what other people are doing, I should say.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want on Christmas. It's kind of like the purge,
Okay.
You can commit any crime and nobody will know
Is that true?
because everybody else is spending time with their families.
Oh, okay.
So like
It's kind of like a gimme.
It's something, it's not
Something special.
it's not common knowledge, but I really wanted to share it here on the podcast for our listeners.
I didn't know that.
Because it's something you can do.
Is that something you still do on?
It's something you're allowed to do. Well, I'm not alone. I'm not alone on Christmas anymore.
You're not allowed to do that anymore.
I mean, if I was alone, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll try it. Maybe.
You got another dog.
I mean, I'm not like a violent person,
Yeah.
but maybe.
Yeah, you might. I don't know.
Whatever.
You could.
Yeah, but anyway, I think when we come back, we're going to talk about our worst memories of Christmas.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on our halfway point. Thanks, European Union.
Yeah, thanks a lot, EU.
We'll just go ahead and pause here. I think we're going to cram some pizza if you're hungry.
Okay.
And then we'll come back with full bellies and we'll talk about how great we are, maybe.
We got some other stuff on the docket that's going to be really fascinating for you to listen to.
It's going to be ripping.
Yeah.
All right. And
We are
back.
back.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to talk about terrible memories of Christmas, but you have a
Yeah, I think this is pertinent, and this is important for us to talk about here.
story to tell.
Is nature conspiring to destroy mankind? I found
It's a good question.
I think that it might be
a legitimate question.
I mean, our last episode was on natural disasters. We know that things are happening out there in the world. Is it because of pollution? I don't think so. I think it's because the world is trying to kill us. Here's an example. I just found this on the news. This was in India. Monkeys are going on killing sprees in India, and what are they killing? Puppies.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a real story. I found this up on my news here. Apparently, these monkeys are dropping. They've dropped over 250 puppies, baby dogs, for those of you who are unfamiliar with puppies. And they're dropping them like 40 feet from the tops of trees. So,
Wow.
why would they? What purpose?
What's the motive?
Why are they destroying something as cute as a puppy dog? I mean, come on.
Yeah. What's the motive? What did the puppy dogs do to them?
Well, I mean, the article does mention that apparently a dog killed and ate one of the monkeys.
Okay, so
maybe
was this an isolated incident? Was there
I
only
think it was a mistake.
one dog that ate one monkey?
Yeah, I think you could just let that that's water under the fridge as far as I can tell.
So one dog eats one monkey, and then all the monkeys want to kill all the dogs.
Suddenly, there's got to be this big war because yeah. Is nature trying to take everything that we love from us?
I think so.
It's taking our homes.
I feel
our
like
puppies,
they are.
our puppy dogs,
Our little puppy dogs.
our little baby pups.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could argue with that evidence.
Well, and wasn't there was a part of this too where you were talking about how a monkey tried to steal an infant.
Yeah, I think that's where things started to get really out of control because I think people were like, okay, this is fair. They killed the puppy, killed one of your kind.
Yeah,
It's only fair that you kill every puppy that there is in this whole town.
Yeah.
Because that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Monkeys.
It works. In monkey logic,
yeah.
it makes sense.
You took one of ours, so we kill every one of you. But apparently...
that's how I do it. That's how I do it.
It adds up.
Yeah.
But apparently that wasn't enough. The monkeys started grabbing infant humans...
Wow.
And trying to drop them from the tops of trees. And that's when people were like, hold up, hold the phone.
Yeah.
Like, hold up.
Wow.
Wait, you can't take...
So what do you do? What are you doing with the monkey? What are they doing with the monkeys
I think they're locking them up.
They're locking up the monkeys.
I think they're taking them away and they're putting them behind bars.
Well, I think they're creating another problem here. I think they're creating another little bit of a problem here.
If we haven't learned anything from going to war with things...
Well, what happens when you release an incarcerated monkey?
You don't want to... Yeah, you do not want to be on the bad side.
How does a monkey reintegrate into society after being incarcerated?
Right.
By people.
Right.
Will you expect that monkey to go back into society and not want to kill puppies and babies?
I think it's
after being incarcerated by people?
Yeah. And you look at you look at how they reacted to the puppies.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on the bad side of an angry, institutionally reformed, programmed, jailed, and then released monkey.
How about monkey therapy?
Yeah.
Is there any monkey therapists out there?
Nobody's talking about how to reform these monkeys after they're...
If you're out there and you're a therapist for monkeys, go ahead and shoot us a message to honkspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know how we can save these incarcerated monkeys.
Yeah.
And keep them from killing puppies and babies, because that's not right.
Yeah.
Aren't we the people? Aren't we supposed to be the ones in control here?
You would think we would lead by example to show them
exactly
how to live properly. But yeah, the way we're reacting is just reinforcing, I think, the issues that we're seeing in the world.
Negative monkey behavior.
Yeah. That
we don't want to see replicated in other monkeys.
Right.
It's a vicious cycle.
It's a wild world we're living in. And again, I just think that this kind of goes to show that nature is going to war with humans.
And nobody's talking about this.
And nobody seems to be talking about it.
Why is nobody talking about this? Can we talk about this?
Is it okay to talk about? Are we going to get in trouble for talking about it? Are we allowed to?
What are we distracted by that's so much more important than nature rejecting us?
Yeah.
Like some kind of parasite. What are we doing?
Can we just live? Can we just live here?
Can we just try and live our lives?
Do you ever just wake up and try to just live a day?
Yeah.
You know, without a monkey taking your puppy and throwing it off of a tree?
Take it day by day.
Hey, you did that last Wednesday, and I got another puppy, and now you're trying to take that puppy and throw it off of the top of an evergreen tree.
Can I just keep one puppy, please?
It's Christmas, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Can I?
Hey, Mr. Monkey.
Put the puppy at the top of the tree like a star and let it just hang out there.
You want to talk about a shitty Christmas? Let's talk about the time that monkey took that puppy and dropped it off a tree.
Yeah.
That's not a good Christmas.
Took every puppy in the town and destroyed it.
No one's having if ifs and buts were puppies and monkeys, we'd all have a pretty shitty Christmas.
Isn't that Cruella DeVille's job, anyways?
Yeah.
To do that with puppies?
Cruella.
Or Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
Always killing puppies and...
Yeah. What's with this fascination?
I don't know.
Killing small animals.
I don't like it. I think it needs to stop, and I want to stand against it.
I think that stems from a deeper problem. I think killing small animals is a dark obsession and it needs to be stopped. Except for when I do it. Because when I do it, it's fine.
Right. It's fine.
I do it for completely different reasons. And I only do it on Christmas, and I only do it when I'm alone.
Right.
So that means I only have done it once.
And that's fine.
That's fine. There's no reason to look into it. There's no reason to dig.
It's funny when you do that.
It's funny when I do it.
Right.
So there's that.
Well, there you have it. I don't even know what to do with that evidence, but I think it speaks for itself.
I think we'll be following the story.
Yeah, we'll keep you abreast.
We'll keep you abreast to the situation.
This information.
Keep you abreast to the situation.
We're going to keep you abreast of it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
They don't need to.
They don't need to see that? I wanted to flash the camera.
Don't bring your breasts into the situation.
Can you get your breasts out of the situation? Can we talk about this again?
We don't need your breasts to be involved. We're talking about keeping you abreast.
Yeah, we're talking about puppies and monkeys. We're not talking about breasts.
God.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so shitty Christmas stories, Lamar. What do you got?
Little poopy Christmas stories?
Yeah, what's a crappy Christmas?
I went to... This is a true story. I went to the zoo when I was like 5 or 6. And it was my first time going to the zoo. It was because my birthday's around Christmas.
Yeah.
My parents took me to the zoo, right?
Yeah.
It's fun. This is fun for everybody.
This is fun for us.
I'm having fun now. I'm looking at animals. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
So we went over to the hippopotamus exhibit, which I thought was cool. They're huge animals. They're pretty neat.
Yeah.
There was one standing about 20 yards or so away. And I didn't process what happened until years later. But this is me piecing back together what happened. Apparently, this hippopotamus reared up, turned its buttocks towards the crowd, of which I was in the front row.
Yeah.
A little guy. And began having explosive diarrhea.
Oh, wow.
And something that I didn't know until later also was that hippopotami whip their little tail around real quick to spread it really far when they poop. So it was just whipping it, and it was sprayed everybody in the front row.
Whoa.
And this actually happened, and
so
I was
there was
like,
no glass.
I mean, there were some bars there.
Oh gosh, but there's no solid structure.
There was no solid structure except for the solid feces flying towards my face.
Yeah.
So long story short, I got the brunt of the attack. I'm going to call it that.
You got poked on by a hippo.
I got attacked. I'm going to say I was assaulted.
Yeah.
By a hippopotamus poop that was in a liquid form, by the way.
Why did the hippos get away with it?
I think that it laughed a little bit when it was done. I think it thought it was funny.
Because if I go out on the streets and I poop on somebody, they're gonna lock me up. They're throwing me in jail.
Especially if you're like, whisking it around and like kind of frothing it.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I'm not making a cappuccino here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's just you're supposed to be in and you're out and you're done. Why do hippos get away with? Why are we letting?
Yeah, and in the window of time that I was there, it decided to strike.
Yeah.
In that moment,
these hippos need to stop. We need to stop them.
Somebody needs to do something.
We need. There's several reasons why the Two Honks podcast needs to work with an animal psychologist of some kind. We need to work with. We need to work with monkeys, and we need to get them to stop killing puppies and small children.
Can they just stop for a second?
And we also need to get the hippos to stop flinging their poop everywhere.
Yeah, and I mean, the long story short, basically, That's
probably why you're so messed up now.
The poo was rained upon my face and my body. My dad grabbed me and kind of shielded me with his body, as any father would.
And then he got poop all over him.
He got pooped on, and we had to leave the zoo covered in feces.
Yeah.
And rained all over my parade. Rained on my Christmas birthday parade.
You're riding the poop train to Marysville.
And that birthday was in the shitter, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So it was weird. It was a weird day, but it actually made for kind of a cool story.
Such a strange year of adolescence too.
I think that day really shaped who I became.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it really...
Because when you're 7 and you're 8 years old, you just want to be normal,
Yeah.
You don't want to have the parents that are too strict. You don't want to have the parents that are too nice.
Let's go to the zoo for your birthday. Oh, that sounds like a fun time. Oh.
Yeah. I'll go to the zoo. That sounds like a normal thing. I hope that nothing not normal happens to me. And then you get shit all over you.
Right.
How do you tell that? How do you tell that to your classmates? How do you?
Yeah.
How do you face yourself?
Let's go to the zoo. It sounds like fun.
Now that this hippo so obviously thinks less of you.
I mean, I think it was a targeted attack. I think it was waiting for me specifically to be in the front. I think it knew that it was my birthday, and it knew that I was unshielded, that I had no protection, that I was a child that had no awareness of what was happening. Yeah, it was an advantageous attack.
Wow,
coordinated. Yeah,
that's insane.
I don't know why. And, still to this day, I kind of wonder how my life would have been different if that hadn't happened to me.
Yeah.
I
think you might not be sitting here right now.
Maybe I wouldn't be obsessed with poop the way that I am.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's one thing.
That's
just off the top of the head. I don't know.
That's an interesting one there.
Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't be so obsessed with poop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I can really top that story, but.
Yeah.
I think when I was 12 years old, I was having Christmas at home, and it actually wasn't that crappy of a thing that happened to me. Yeah, it wasn't as literally crappy as what happened to you around Christmas time. But what happened to me was it was 12. I was 12, and when you're 12 years old, you're still very excited about Christmas, Right. But at this time, my sisters started having kids, and, so they had the little ones. And this was the first Christmas where Christmas wasn't like about me, Oh, okay. Nobody was focusing on me the way that I wanted to have attention paid to me.
It's supposed to be the center of the world, the attention.
Yeah. And when I was 12, I didn't know better. I didn't know that oh, hey, I'm a big kid now. Right. But, I got, I can't even remember what I got for Christmas this year, but I do remember my nephew stepped on my foot. Okay. And I've hated him ever since. Right. Rightfully so. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Yeah. Because he stepped on my foot when I was 12. Right. And there's a lot of things that I can forgive. You can steal things from me, right? You can take money from me. Right. You can, swear to my child and I'll forgive you. Yeah. But if I'm 12 years old and you step on my foot,
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. That's forever.
You're not coming back across that bridge.
You're not coming back from that one.
Yeah, that bridge is burned, baby.
Because that's, why would I forgive you? Why? I don't have to forgive you. That's what I learned in therapy. I don't have to forgive you. I don't have to forgive anybody.
You have to earn that, and that's not going to happen.
You have to earn forgiveness. And if you step on my foot and I'm 12 and it's Christmas, no.
You're done.
It's not happening.
You're over.
No.
That's the end of it.
Not gonna happen. And then he got all these great gifts and stuff.
Oh,
and it was like, oh, everybody's so happy for you. I'm not, because you stepped on my foot, jerk.
What an idiot.
What an idiot. What, he's like 5? He's a 5-year-old moron.
What is he, stupid or something?
Stupid 5-year-old.
Do you think he might be stupid or something?
Stepping on 12-year-olds' feet. Come on, you don't even know what you're getting into. You don't even know what you're trying right now. You don't even know who you're messing with.
Right.
But here we go again.
Don't step on my foot. Take my puppy and throw it off of a tree instead. Don't step on my feet.
Yeah, don't take
my puppies, please.
Yeah, take my puppies. Take
one
everything that I love. You know?
Take my hopes and dreams and throw them in a trash can.
Slice my Achilles tendon with a little knife.
Right.
Don't step on my foot.
But don't step on my foot.
When I'm 12.
How rude.
Jerk.
Idiot.
But anyway, there's that. We still haven't mentioned our sponsor, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Swordshirts.com.
Sword shirts.
I flew so high I soared. I ran yesterday and now I'm soared.
Bed sword.
But it's not SOAR. It's not SOAR.
Right.
It's SWORD.
Bed swords.
Bed swords. I think that's my favorite one this week. It's a shirt that says bed swords.
Yeah.
We're going to get a couple in here. Shirts, so we can wear them on the show.
There's some issue down at the sword printing factory, and so they haven't been able to get us our sword shirts. But
everybody's having printing issues.
Yeah. That's the way it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, ordering is a little bit iffy right now. I hear if you pay for a shirt, it could take a couple of months before you get it.
Right.
But we're working with sword shirts.
They said to just go ahead and order everything and just give us the money and we'll get you the shirts whenever we can. It might never happen.
Yeah.
We might never get the shirts to you, but we'll take the money right now.
Yeah, exactly. Just give us the money.
Yeah.
And worry about your shirt later.
It's just a shirt anyways.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if it shows up a couple of months later and it's covered in hippo dung, and you can't wear it or wash it or anything, just think about how little tiny Lamar felt on Christmas Day at the zoo.
Right. Nobody ever made that up for me. So
you can't make this up, folks.
You can't have your 5th birthday again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
but
you can't throw the poop back at the animal. I tried.
But you can buy sword shirts every day. That's something you can.
You can give me money and that will make me feel better.
Yeah. That's the gift that keeps on. You want to talk about the real gift that keeps on giving? Money. Mm-hmm. That's a gift right there.
You said it.
And keep it giving.
You said that.
Yep.
You said something and I heard it.
That's what I did.
You did say it and I heard something.
Yep.
Heard you say something.
Yeah.
You're